Hello everyone, Amod here from the Target Common YouTube channel, and in this video I am here with another topic of SSO. So in last video we have already learned to response, like if we get any JSON object as a response, so how can we convert that response to a map, and using that map we can extract any value to it, right? So that we have covered in the last session. Like suppose if we get the response as a JSON array, okay, then how can we convert that to list? So the now we are doing the reverse concept. Okay, so like when we are trying to create a payload which is a JSON object, so we use the map. If it is a JSON array, then we use the Java list to create that payload. Now we are going reverse. If we get a JSON object as a response, then we need to use map to deserialize, convert that response to map, so that we can fetch the value based on the key value pair, right? Similarly, when we get the JSON array as a response, then we need to use Java list to deserialize it. Okay, so that concept we are going to learn. So before that, let me go and mock the response. Okay, so let me open jasononlineeditor.org, and here already I've created one JSON array. So what is my requirement? Like I will create a mock service which will give me this particular response, okay, which is JSON array. We can see it has two JSON objects and within an array. Okay, so let me copy it and let me go to Mocky, design.mocky.io. So I already covered about this, like how can we mock the response API in very simple steps. So I am going to use the same concepts here. So click on new mock, let it be everything as it is, and paste the response body here, and click on generate my stable response. So if you want to, you need to just copy this mock URL, and if you want to check whether your URL is up and running, so you can simply open a new tab and hit it, copy paste here. So you should see the response as well. So simply here I am mocking the response. I am not searching for some dummy API, or I am not creating any API so that I can get this response. I can use any mock server to do that, and this design.mocky, I find it really easy. You can see that I just need to do 3 steps, right? So let me copy this one API, and let me go to the project, and let me create a new class name convert JSON array response to list, right? Why? Because we have array, so we need to we can convert to list only, we cannot convert to map. Okay, so let me maximize it, and let me create a main method here. Okay, so here is assured, and we can directly call the HTTP method like get, and let me put the URL. Okay, you can direct to that as well in double quotes. Okay, then similarly in previous video we have used map map.class, right? And it converted that response to map. Similarly you can do list.class. You can use any implemented class as well, like linked list or array list, whatever you want you can do. Okay, so let me import this list. Remember, this list should come from java.util package, and you can store this here. So it can be list of object. Okay, all employee, I can give the name. Okay, so the whatever concept we learned in previous video, the same thing I applied here. In last video it was map, and here we have list. Okay, now let me print how many objects I have within that array. So you can use all employee dot size, right? So it will give you size as 2 because we have 2 JSON objects. Okay, so let it run, and we can see it prints the size as 2. Now if you see here, if I do get up 0, right, so I'll get this one. If I do get up 1, so I will get this one. So this is nothing but whatever we learned in previous video, okay, where we are converting this response to map. It is the same logic here as well. Okay, so means if I go here and I do all employee dot get, right, get of 0. So we have not mentioned the generic here, like which type of value it holds, this particular list holds, right? So here I can convert this response directly to map, because I know it is returning a JSON object, and JSON object can be converted to Java map. So I can use map of string comma object. I can name like employee1, and I can, okay, let me import this map first. Okay, and here you need to cast it, because we have not said that what type of data it holds. So I just converted this JSON array to list, and after when I get the first index element, which is another JSON object, that JSON object can be casted to map. Okay, now I can go for any value to it, like this out employee1 dot get. You can whatever value you want to put, you can put like whatever key. So first name. Okay, so let me run this one and you'll get your answer. So basic concept is the same. If we have JSON object, you need to use map. If you want to create or you want to convert, okay, serialization or deserialization, okay, or if you have list, then you need to first convert to if you have JSON array, then you need to convert to list, and then you need to go from there. If there's list inside list, then you need to do parsing, right? Here I pass to or cast to map. If you have list inside list, then it should be casted to list again. Okay, so same thing whatever we have learned previously. So basic concept is always same. The only two things we have, map and list. Okay, so we can see here it prints the correct values here, right? Correct. Okay, perfect. So now let's see the example with the type ref as well. Okay, so why we use the type ref here, like let me comment this one, and if I write like this one, that convert the response, which is a JSON array, to list which is of type which contains, okay, which contains another JSON object, right? So which contains map string object. Okay, then if you do the dot class, it will not take, this will give you an error. Okay, this is giving error. Okay, this is giving error because it is not taking. If you want to pass any object type with generic, okay, sorry, if you want to pass any class type with the generic, it will not take. Okay, for this only we need a type ref. Okay, so this is not possible. This is not possible. Okay, that's why we need to use a type ref. Okay, type ref is another it is an abstract class where we don't have any abstract method, but it allows you to pass any class, okay, which is also called as container with a generic type. Okay, generic type means list of what, list of string, list of map, list of integer, whatever. Okay, so that is called generic. So we need to use type ref. So the syntax is again same. So let me explain this syntax again, because I got some comment like they didn't get the syntax of new type ref. So like suppose when you create an object of any class, suppose where we have demo is a class, and we create the object like this. Okay, so we know that we cannot create any object of any abstract class. We need to use subclass of it. Okay, or we need to use anonymous inner class. So here we are going to use the anonymous inner class. Okay, so I thought I am thinking to create a separate video on that. So as of now, you just understand basics of like how can we create a randomness in a class here, and then I can take that concept in another video. Okay, so here you have to use the same thing. Okay, same syntax. Okay, new this one. Okay, so instead of demo, we need to use type ref. Okay, and if you see the type ref, it is generic class where you need to pass the generic. So what type of value it holds? My response, it holds a map. Okay, sorry, it is a list of map, right? Correct. So this is my generic. So simply to copy this one, okay, and paste it here. Okay, and since we don't have any abstract method which we need to implement, so it will be one empty body, empty there will be no body, there will be no implementation of any method because we don't have any method here. Okay, so let me import this type refs. This should come from your race assured, okay, which is the first one. Okay, so whenever you do this one, it comes like this. So simple way, remove all these things. Okay, so this is use of generic. Here we directly converted this particular response to a class type with generics. This means the list of map. Okay, we directly converted it here. Okay, so here when we got this one, okay, so now suppose when I get the first index, right? So let me use all employee dot get. Okay, can you see it is returning map string object whatever generics we used? Okay, so 0, and I can use in a proper type. Okay, and put the sys out. Employee 1 dot get first name. Right, so we know that if you use the generic, so you can ignore the class cars exceptions and all, right? Same thing, both ways fine. You can use without generic also, and you can use with generics also. So whatever you're comfortable, whatever you need, you can go for it. Okay, you can see it's working fine. Okay, so if you want the normal one without generic, so you need to use list.class in the edge method. If you want list with generic, okay, then you have to use the type ref. And remember, this type ref should come from your race assured. Okay, so this is the concept. Okay, so now we know how can we convert a JSON object response to a Java map, and we can fetch any value out of it. And if you have if the response is a JSON array, so we know how can we do using list. Okay, so this is the basic concept, and this way also we can use to extract the values from the response. Okay, or from any JSON document you can do here. Okay, so in the next video I am going to explain you about the dynamic one, where you don't know whether you have JSON object or JSON array. Okay, so that is an important interview questions as well, where they will ask you how do you handle the dynamic JSON response and all. Okay, so in the next video I'll explain that one. If you have any doubt, you can comment below, or you can send me out a mail. And if you like my content, please subscribe, like and share it. Thank you everyone.